Welcome to another episode of Selling Life and Annuities. I'm Randy Pierson, Vice President of Life and Annuities at Gordon Marketing. I'm here with Brady Doppler, one of our top life marketers. And today we're going to be talking about one of our favorite carriers, North American, and why their Builder IUL is still the industry standard. Stay tuned. All right, Brady. So North American Builder IUL, been around for a long time. Why is it still considered one of the best IULs on the market?
Well, it still has a few niches that I find that's nowhere else in the entire industry. Okay, they have several things which I'm sure you're going to ask some questions about. But one of the things that I wanted to focus on is their account index multiplier, right? And that's a big thing that I see now. In years 1 through 10, right, from the policy first being enforced to the policy being 10 years old, the client will receive an extra 15% on top of their account index. So whatever they return, they're going to get an extra 15%, no additional cost.
Wow. Okay. So when we're talking about life insurance and somebody tells me that there's an extra bell and whistle that's going to make me more money, one of the first things I think about is that, in this case, a multiplier, is it guaranteed or is it non-guaranteed?
It is guaranteed, and it even lasts past 10 years. So you get 15% the first 10 years, but after 10 years, it drops down to 10, but it's still there.
Wow, okay. And we are talking about an IUL, right? So this is an indexed universal life product. I truly believe that a lot of agents don't sell IUL because they're fearful about the complexity of the indexing options within the product. So tell me a little bit about North American. Are their indexes really complicated to learn? Or?
So it is, you're right. You can make life insurance as complicated as you want to make it, right? Mm-hmm. You could make telling the time as complicated as you wanted to make it. If you wanted to learn how to make a watch, it would probably take me forever, right? But if you wanted to learn how to sell an IUL, we're going to teach you the things here at Gordon Marketing that you need to know and that your clients are going to ask about, right? As far as index strategies and account growth and distributions and things like that. So I think that all of the life team here at Gordon Marketing understands fully the IUL space and can help you train to be able to offer this and bring it to your clients.
All right. So you mentioned something there just a second ago, and that is distributions, right? So when most of the IUL business that we do falls in that supplemental retirement, accumulation, distribution area. Talk a little bit about North American's ability to withdraw cash out of the policy. Flexible, inflexible, what are some of the...
So it is. They have a fixed and a variable loan option in their policy. And obviously when we're using those variable loan structures, this may sound French to people, but we run into those arbitrage opportunities, right? Okay. Where we are taking in more than we're pulling out, or we're taking in past our loan policy charge, right? Okay. Then we start to run into those arbitrage opportunities that can be really beneficial for any client out there and see returns on money that they've taken out.
So the IUL space, a lot of the sales that we generate in this arena are for the supplemental retirement, accumulation and distribution scenarios. And I happen to be familiar with the fact that North American has a preferred loan option on their contract. What are preferred loans and how does that work?
So it's actually pretty basic. A preferred loan is basically just a 0% cost to borrow from the policy. And with North American's policy, you can do this after year 5.
All right, so fantastic. So in other words, if I wanted to take money out of the contract, literally it costs 0 interest. I can get it at no cost.
You got it.
So if I needed to go out and buy a car,
put a new roof on your house, anything.
Roof, I can take money out of the contract, use it, put it back in, cost me nothing.
Sure.
All right, fantastic. So with Builder IUL, what are some of the other features? Quickly, we're running out of time here, but anything else that you think agents should know about that contract?
So one of the easiest selling points that I always try to train my producers on is those accelerated benefits that are included in North American's policy. So it's not very often that you see all 3 of them. And by 3, I mean critical, chronic, and terminal illness. So with a lot of life insurance policies nowadays, if you become critically, chronically, or terminally ill, you can accelerate your death benefit before you actually pass away to help offset medical costs. Okay, so you don't actually have to pass away to use your life insurance.
So a consumer gets chronically ill and they access a large chunk of money out of their life insurance and advance on the death benefit. Are there any taxes on that distribution?
There's not. No, there is actually no taxes on that. Another point I wanted to touch, I know we're running out of time, is North American's unique in the fact that if you are familiar with designing IULs and accumulating cash inside of a policy, you want to keep your death benefit as low as possible, right? So you're paying less in mortality and expense charges for a lower death benefit. And so to do this, when you illustrate a product, you usually run the product from an increasing death benefit to start it very low. You increase it through time. When you stop paying premiums and start to take distributions out of a policy, you will level that off.
Okay.
That typically, the client has to do that, right? You have to call the carrier when you stop paying premiums and make that change. But with North American, they have an option what's called a return of premium death benefit, and it's a set it and forget it option. So when your client stops paying premium and you have put on the return of premium death benefit option on the policy, you actually don't have to force the client, or the client doesn't have to remember to call into the carrier and make that switch. It happens automatically. So that's pretty unique inside the field.
All right. Well, I know that we've only scratched the surface with regards to the bells and whistles and the unique features within the North American Builder IUL. So if an agent wants to learn more about this fantastic product and how to get contracted with North American, and more importantly, how to get illustrations, how might they do that?
You can contact me. You can contact any of our life team here at Gorda Marketing. We'll be more than happy to set you up with illustrations, any neat literature that will help you close sales for your clients. So we're here to help. Feel free to reach out.
All right, very good. So Brady Doppler, one of our top life marketers here at Gorda Marketing, is available at your beck and call to assist you in writing more life cases, increasing your premium, and most importantly, increasing your commissions through life sales. I'm Randy Pierson, and I'm certainly happy that you spent some time with us today. Make sure to click subscribe down below this video and the notification bell so you're notified every time we come out with new content. We'll see you next time for Selling Life and Annuities. Thank you.